Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season. Breaks away in the middle. Running inside the 20. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Next going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Gives it to the back on the draw. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He'll try to pop the draw. Across the 45. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Iowa! Huge
play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll try the run. Got room at the 35. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Lions on the move. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the draw. Look out, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Swings it out to the flat. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hawkeye. Lining up for the PAT.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slipping down the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
We've got a timeout from the kicking team. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Thrust that arm out. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. He's got great speed. Quick step and go. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Great place to start for this offense. He leaves it with his back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Here's the handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period will be a second down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Iowa!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with us send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Ball State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys go.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and
this defense is bringing the another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. And the Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. They try to pop a run on the draw. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. There he goes. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Off the RPO, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reynolds. Wide open spaces. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! He got a step and just dusted the field.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Smith. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Reynolds. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quarterback making adjustments. Now the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. The throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Let's go. Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Iowa 35, Penn State 20.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going for the big play. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls.
Put pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
It's a draw. Still running at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the back. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
They run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Smashes through the tackle. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. These corners going to give them some space. After run, now throw. Finds his man. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now. Oh, he's got some space. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. At the 30, takes it the other way. Touchdown, Hawkeye! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will open from the 15. He might want another play. Going right to work up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How
breaks into the open. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set. You still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Norton. There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, Penn State. Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They'll get the 2-point conversion, and now the lead is 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And the Hawkeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Now they'll run the draw. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Bunch formation for these receivers. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. He's looking deep. Makes a grab for a big play. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drop. There he goes! They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The DBs will back off a bit. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This crowd bringing serious noise on this huge, huge fourth down play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down coming up. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make...
Turning it on! That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Illinois. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to buy time. With the catch, it's Kruger. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Catch in the middle. It's Norton. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down off the ice, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the 1st down and more. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two.